Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. Thank you so much to everybody who has been rocking with us throughout tonight's show. It's been an outstanding show. We did a whole lot, and we couldn't have possibly done it without you, the listeners, the folks on Facebook Live, the folks that have been rocking with us on TuneIn, on legacyinternetradio.com. Y'all rock with us. We roll with y'all. At this time of the show, we always make sure that we do a history moment, a moment in history. Tonight, of course, is no different. And there's a few things that I want to share with you guys tonight and our history moment. I want to tell y'all about Charles H. Mahoney. Charles H. Mahoney was confirmed by the Senate and became the first black to serve as a full delegate to the United Nations on this day, August 7th, 2017. On this day in 1954, Charles Mahoney was the first black person confirmed to serve as a delegate for the United Nations. Also on this day in 1948, Alice Coachman becomes the first black woman to win an Olympic gold medal in the high jump during the Summer Games in London. Always an interesting thing when we hear names that we never ever heard before, and we hear these folks doing these outstanding things that we can't even really conceptualize. And so I appreciate the opportunity to be able to share these things with you. Also in 1893, a black longshoremen struck. They went on strike for higher wages and better working conditions in Galveston, Texas. In 1893, also, 53rd Congress convened. One black person, George Murray, in South Carolina, was confirmed at the time. So, you know, when we look at history, when we look at all the great things that we've done, all you have to do is utilize your smartphone, your tablet, or your computer, and you can look at the outstanding things that we've done. Here on Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J, every single day of the week is Black History Day. Not Black History Week, not Black History Month, but every single day is Black History Day. And so I want to remind you guys that that's how we rock, and that's how y'all are going to roll if you're going to mess with us here on Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J. At this time of the show, we always profile a missing and or exploited child. Today is no different. We're looking for Aiden Helfrich. Aiden Helfrich has been missing since August 2nd, 2017, from right here in Chesterfield, Virginia, the capital city, suburb of Richmond, Virginia. He's a 16-year-old black male. He's got blue eyes, blonde streaks in his hair. He's a black male. He stands 5'6", weighs 160 pounds. Last seen on August 2nd, 2017, wearing a brown sweatshirt, black pants, gray shoes, and wearing wireframe glasses with black sides. If you've seen Aiden Helfrich, please contact the National Center for Missing and or Exploited Children on their website, missingkids.org, or contact them at 1-800-THE-LOST, 1-800-843-5678, or contact the Chesterfield County Police Department at 804-748-1258. At this time of the show, it's time for me to rock and roll with those of us who are here and ready to end the show with their rant and their closing. And tonight, I have my sister Q Boogie. I just like saying it like that. Can I say it again?
Yes.
Q Boogie. Q Boogie. Time for you to close out with your rant, your closing, sis. What you got? Man. What you got, man?
I just want to let people know that it's okay. I think we living in Trump's America. We made it to August. North Korea trying to blow everybody up, and it's okay. A lot of us are literally waiting to watch the world burn, but it's okay. do something for yourself. Do something that you hadn't thought about ever doing before. Do something that's outside of what's quote unquote black to do. Um, do the things that you love. Do the things that you're afraid of. Do the things that people say you can't do because you're too old, you're too black, you're too woman, you're too man, you're too whatever. You're too any other label that they want to throw on you so badly. Like just do your own thing and it's okay. Go watch a movie that you know is gonna make you cry and just get that good crowd because you know that joint stuck in there. Okay, us as black folk, we keep being told that we are impenetrable and we're not. So many of us are dropping dead at the age of 35 because we don't let anything in, and we continue to project so much strength when a lot of times we just wanna cry. So just giving you a friendly reminder that it's okay. That was on my heart.
Ain't no hashtag on Marcus J. Live from the den. Legacy Internet Radio. I appreciate you, Q Boogie. I appreciate you rocking with us throughout tonight's show. I want to kind of throw a little bit of my thank yous out there. Thank you to our brother Hakeem, Katrina, Dee checked in and posted a lot. My mom was here. Corey Marshall, our sister Melanie and the Shy, brother Sean, Mr. 3375 was here. Special shout out to my brother Jason from Jersey City, New Jersey, who rocked with us tonight. At this time of the show, I want to remind everybody that Legacy Internet Radio is a 24 hours a day, 7 days a week operation. You're listening to the flagship show, Legacy Internet Radio. Ain't no hashtag with Marcus J. You can hear us every single Monday night at 7 p.m. until we finish Eastern Standard Time. We're going to replay the show tonight in its entirety. So if you missed anything, you didn't miss it. All you got to do is stay right here and you're going to hear it. Tuesday nights, you have the listening party. Wednesday nights, you have hashtag Brothers and Sisters Shenanigans. On Thursday nights, you got All Throttle Radio. Basically, they've been doing all of their shows live on location. I don't even remember the last time they did a live show in studio. So they've been at Bar Louie here in Richmond, Virginia, and Keegan's also here in Richmond, Virginia, on August 31st. This month at Keegan's, our sister Jody Smith, who you hear our promo for her in the last segment. She is a sponsor here at Legacy and at Radio JMM Music. She will be singing and performing at Keegan's on the 31st, which is a Thursday of August, and All Throttle Radio will be doing their show live there. So you've got a double whammy of Legacy Internet Radio that night. So we look forward to that, and we'll have more information going forward. Friday nights, you've got Couch Coach Live. On Saturdays, during the day, we replay the shows that we've aired during the week. So we replay the highlights. So we appreciate you guys rocking with us until Saturday at 6 p.m. where I Got Something to Say, hosted by our brother Tavon, our sister Neek, our sister from around the way. And then Saturday nights, the Bob Marley and the Family Reggae Mix airs. So if you like reggae, if you're one of those cats that rock and roll with that, we've got that there for you, taking you into Sunday mornings where Amplified Gospel picks up. You've got gospel music, you've got soul gospel, you've got house gospel, hip-hop gospel, and traditional gospel, sermons, all that kind of stuff. So Sunday mornings, you're about that life, we got it here for you at Legacy Internet Radio. Then on Sundays, we've got Irreconcilable Differences, as well as Twi After Dark. So again, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, Legacy Internet Radio has something for you. So we appreciate all of the love and all of the support that we have gotten from you guys here on the internet and in beyond. All right, so it's time for me to close it out with my rant. It's time for me to close it out with my closing. And I've done similar rants, similar closings throughout the last year or so, and I won't take too much time, but I do want to speak briefly about Colin Kaepernick and this NFL boycott that folks are trying to put forward. Now, I have been taken to task by different sects of people, you know, the conscious black folk, like our sister Q Boogie mentioned and referenced earlier. You know, sometimes you be so damn woke that you got insomnia, which is just as bad as being freaking asleep. You've got those folks, and then you got the white folks. Someone like me, I'm in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I am someone who feels that Colin Kaepernick was someone who probably didn't think out what he did, but once he found himself in it, he realized that, hey, look, I'm on to something, and let me keep rocking and keep rolling. This is the reason why after his protests of kneeling for the national anthem, he continued to do charity work, and he did suits for homeless people and all kinds of stuff. I mean, you can do your homework, you do your research like I did. You can look up the stuff that he has done. But I found myself very fascinated by the white folk who have so much vitriol for, well, I should say white folk. Let me take that back. Let me say that I have so much fascination for those folks who have all this vitriol for Colin Kaepernick for kneeling and not, standing for the national anthem in support of black people, not just men, but black people in general who have been killed by police. Those folks have so much vitriol for this man who didn't stand for the national anthem, but when questioned, they have so very little to say about the actual reason for the protest. So you care more about this man not standing for the flag than his reason. Right. I spoke with a brother meaning not a black man, but a white person, but I still refer to him as a brother, who has so much vitriol for Colin Kaepernick. He questioned his motives, and he was very sarcastic in the way he spoke. This man's a Marine, and he's a person who was offended, and he even said that his feelings were hurt because Colin Kaepernick didn't stand for the national anthem and the flag. So never mind the fact that Colin Kaepernick was actually kneeling to put to the forefront people like Tamir Rice and John Crawford and Romali Graham and Eric Garner and Sandra Bland and Oscar Grant and Sean Bell and Abner Louima and Terrence Crutcher and Philando Castile and Jordan Davis, to name a few, who had been killed by police and had little to no retribution laid upon the feet of those killers, those police officers. So you got so much to say about that. You feel so bad. Your feelings are hurt because he didn't stand for the national anthem. But his protest was for the mistreatment and the murder. Well, I should say that. That's a legal term. The killing of those people. That's how I feel about that side. Then you got the other side. The woke folk. The folk that's so woke that they got insomnia. And they can't see that their methods might sometimes be a little bit extreme. Those folks that want to boycott the National Football League. I can dig it. But you're going to be up in Walmart watching the game in the TV section at Walmart. The same Walmart that had a lace front wig that said N-word brown to signify the color. I don't want to hear from you, woke people. I don't want to hear from you if you are boycotting the NFL, but you ain't boycotting Walmart. The same woke people who had your video cameras, they had your cell phones outside the brand new Walmart right here in Richmond, Virginia. Y'all at Walmart, but y'all boycotting the National Football League. Man, stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. Really stop it. Because the reality is, you sitting on your couch and not watching the National Football League means absolutely nothing. You really want to do something? You want to target the advertisers. You want to target the sponsors. Because that is the way that you get what you're looking for. As Don Imus, as Bill O'Reilly, both of whom suffered because their sponsorship suffered. That's why they were taken off the air. Imus, of course, got back. Bill O'Reilly has to do his own thing, but it was all about the sponsorship. Ain't nobody boycotting Fox News. Don't nobody care about that. Fox News don't care that you're not watching the games. They don't care. CBS don't care. ESPN don't care. But if you start boycotting their sponsors, you start messing with their money, that's when they're going to start caring. So that's why I'm not interested in being a part of a boycott of people who have not strategically thought this through. And don't give me this about the Montgomery bus boycott in 1955. It's absolutely not the same. You know why? Because black people back in 1955 was together. They actually worked together. They didn't backbite. They didn't talk trash about one another. They didn't call each other coons because they didn't agree on methods. They was together. 2017, if you don't follow the woke doctrine, then you may not be someone that's about it. You know what? I call bullshit on that. I call bullshit on you. I ain't boycotting the National Football League, but I might actually boycott the sponsors, the people who fund the National Football League. That's how you do it. You want to talk to me about it? We can talk about methods and strategy and actually do this instead of actually saying this. That's the Murph. Marcus's unrelated rant. Got nothing to do with what we in here talking about. End of the show. I want to remind everybody that independence is key to building your legacy. I also want to say peace, all the stars and the squares, and the abundance of water. The fool is thirsty. Those are the words of Bob Marley, who you have been hearing singing in the background, but I out-talked the damn song, so it just stopped. Don't judge me. For my sister, Q Boogie, and for my brother, Mr. 3375, who was here earlier tonight. I am your host, Marcus J., the host of Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J. We will be back right here, live from the den of Legacy Internet Radio next week. Index, middle. Some say peace. We'll be back next week, y'all. Holla.